Good day, friends. My name is Father Willy Raymond, and this is my reflection on the readings for the 31st Sunday in Ordinary Time. Philip was getting ready to graduate from university. For many months, he had admired a beautiful sports car in the dealer's showroom. Knowing his father could well afford it, he told him that he wanted this car as a graduation gift from the family. His father did nothing. As his graduation day approached, Philip looked for signs that his father had purchased the car. Finally, the day after his graduation, his father called him into his study and told him how proud he was to have such a fine son and that he loved him. He handed him a beautifully wrapped box. Philip opened the box and found a leather-bound Bible with Philip's name embossed in gold on it. He did not even take the Bible out of the box. Angrily, he yelled at his father and said, "Is this it? With all your money, you give me a Bible?" The young man stormed out of the house, leaving the Bible behind. Philip's family ran after him, but he jumped into his old car and sped away. He refused to answer his mobile phone, even when his family kept constantly calling him for hours on end. Very late that night, when he had cooled down somewhat, he drove home to discover that his father had suffered a massive heart attack and died 2 hours before. His heartbroken mother told him to go and find the Bible his father had given him. It was right where he had thrown it on his father's desk. With tears, he opened the Bible and began to turn the pages. He came to a bookmark where his father carefully underlined a verse, Matthew chapter 7, verse 11. "If you then, who are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask him?" As he read these words, a car key dropped from the back of the Bible. It had a tag with the dealer's name, the same dealer who had the sports car that he had desired. On the tag was the date of his graduation and the words, "Paid in full." Philip broke down and sobbed. What an ungrateful fool he had been. And how about us? How often do we miss God's blessings because they are not packaged as we expect? Zacchaeus was short of stature, but he was long on determination. The people of Jericho would have thought Zacchaeus the last person in town to host Jesus at dinner. However, the only thing on his mind was to get a good look at Jesus as he walked through the village. Jesus seizes the moment to show everyone the surprising ways God's kingdom comes in extraordinary wrappings to unlikely people. Because of his job, the locals shunned Zacchaeus, and yet Jesus does two things that welcome Zacchaeus into the family of God. He calls him by name and dines with him. Jesus enables Zacchaeus to face his sin and to embrace the grace of salvation. You know what? Jesus does the same with us. He comes to us in surprising ways. We are his family. He calls us by name. He dines with us as often as we accept the invitation to his table. But there is a price tag. We are meant to be different people because of this encounter, generous with all we have to offer the world and transparent in all our relationships. No matter how far we are from God, family, and our very selves, he is reaching out to us. We too may be stuck up in a tree of our own pride and sin. We may be consumed with shame at our slowness to see God's gifts beyond the wrappings. Friends, today, Jesus calls us by name, he invites us to the table, and tells us that salvation is near at hand. And to that we say, Amen.